what we know as the ChatGPT core capability, which is text to text. Text to coding is the next evolution of ChatGPT and all the other AI capabilities that we've been very eagerly waiting to see. How do we take text, turn into a code, and execute that code for the purposes of just fill in the blank? This is mind-numbingly important because the reason we don't see much of the innovation is because the coding has been the halting point for many of this. Previously, we talked much about digital twin, deep fakes. We talked about people, process, and technology, what role and what data that you need in order to be successful in AI machine learning solutions, provide deliverables. But today we will talk about AI agent, but let's review a little bit of things that we've actually talked about and why AI agent fits into that very, because this text turns into so many other capabilities like text to audio, text to translation, text to video, text to audio, pixels that are image generators. You have so many other capabilities that you can think of, but and that's not even enough. There's more than that, right? How do you work these capabilities in an enterprise level? How do you make sure that you have the best AI that you are able to scale over time, sustain it also because there's a good return on investment, but it also has interoperability, right? That capability, the KISS, keep it interoperable, scalable. But really want to emphasize one more time that you will hear the word machine learning a lot, and machine learning is literally what enables artificial intelligence, other than transformers, to do what artificial intelligence is capable of doing. Machine learning has a lot to do with it. You will hear multiple words like machine learning. There's deep learning, supervised learning, unsupervised learning. We will not talk about it today, but eventually we will. And that's important to understand that these artificial intelligence are enabled by data analytics, data intelligence, machine learning, and thus artificial intelligence eventually. Use case wise, today's use case is AI agent, and this is part two of the discussion. So if you haven't seen the part one, I would encourage you to kind of follow that. So if you have not seen Jensen Wang's recent, pretty much as a workshop, if I may say so, it was amazing how he was able to describe things that is just purely simple enough for anybody and everybody to understand, right? But of course, I'm here to answer your question. So that way, if you are misunderstanding a topic, or let's say, for example, you discuss a topic, how do I help you to discuss this topic more specifically and give you some more comfortable knowledge behind how to communicate those topics very clearly? And but what if there's a machine that was continuously outputting this 24 hours a day, right? And it has learned it because a human's been coding for so long, and because the human's ability to code, the machines are able to create these outputs that we can pick and choose from, right? So it doesn't have to be we as a human, 100 of those coders gets together, writes thousands of codes, and out of thousands we pick one. No, it's a machine learning that writes millions of codes, and it gives us a score to say this is most likely the best case scenario, go with this one. I kind of want you to think about the fact that it's 80-20 rules, like we discussed last few times. It's 80-20 in the sense that 80% is delivered to you, but you have 20% of the structuring that you have to do, and you probably have to train those data in order to work on your behalf. An AI agent will enable you to do those things, but you have to visualize it, because in order to capture the full essence of what's being delivered to you as 80%, that 20% remains your challenge, and that 20% will enable you to create interoperability, scalability, and sustainability moving forward. So this is a good visualization of what is being given to you. So the presentation. So going forward, if you have any questions, if you're interested in smart AI, which is that S for specialist, M for methods, A for advocacy, R for research, and T for training, a smart AI community is here for you to interact in live discussions, so that way you're able to ask us questions in live format. So you can look that up on ChatGPT, then come and ask us question, or you ask us those questions and then you go back to ChatGPT and verify. What we would like to do is have any specialist that is trying to advocate for a gooder, good AI and the excellent AI, or just avoid AI, whatever the advocacy that they have in mind, however they want to adopt to that AI. We want to help them to be able to research and train for their purposes. And research and training should not take 6 or 7 months to have somebody get up to speed on